You hear the US is basically handing out golden tickets to Disneyland? Okay, not exactly, but it's the next best thing. We're talking about visa-free access, people. 8 Asian countries might soon be waving goodbye to those tedious visa applications. Just imagine no more bureaucratic hurdles, no more nail-biting waiting periods. Just pack your bags and hop on a plane. This is huge news for Asian travelers, so buckle up, folks. This is going to be a wild ride through the exciting and sometimes confusing world of international travel regulations. First up, we have South Korea, a country that's been making waves globally, and no, I'm not just talking about the Hallyu wave. We're talking about a nation that has transformed itself from a war-torn land into an economic powerhouse and a global trendsetter. South Korea is a key US ally, with strong military ties and a shared interest in keeping things stable. South Korean travelers are known for being respectful, disciplined, and downright delightful. They're more likely to be found politely queuing for hours to try the latest viral food trend or snapping selfies with statues of historical figures. From K-pop superstars like BTS and Blackpink to critically acclaimed films like Parasite and Squid Game, South Korean culture has infiltrated every corner of the globe. If this visa-free access goes through, we'll be seeing a lot more K-pop concerts and Korean barbecue restaurants popping up all over the US. South Korea is a major player in technology, automotive and electronics, and easier travel could lead to increased trade, investment and more jobs. It's also about recognizing the value of a strong partnership and rewarding good behavior. South Korea, a country that's earned its spot on the potential visa-free list through hard work, good behavior, and a knack for creating incredibly catchy tunes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a sudden urge to learn the choreography to Gangnam Style. Next up, we have Singapore, a tiny island nation that punches way above its weight class. Singapore is like the overachiever of the world, always topping the charts in education, healthcare, and economic competitiveness. Singapore has always had a strong relationship with the US, built on mutual respect, shared economic interests, and a common love for air conditioning. Singaporeans are already pretty familiar with the US, and vice versa. Singapore has a reputation for being incredibly strict. If they're being considered for visa-free access to the US, you know it's because they've earned it. Singaporeans are known for being incredibly disciplined, respectful of rules, and not overstaying their welcome. They're the kind of travelers who meticulously plan their itineraries, pack light, and always tip their tour guides. Singapore already has a bilateral visa waiver program that allows citizens to travel to each other's countries for tourism or business for up to 90 days without a visa. This potential expansion of visa-free access is just a formality, a recognition of an already strong and mutually beneficial relationship. Formalities matter. It's like finally putting a label on that Tupperware container you've been using for years. It's official, it's recognized, and it just makes things a whole lot easier. Cheers to Singapore, a country that proves that good things come in small, meticulously organized packages. Now let's talk about Taiwan, the small island nation with a big heart and even bigger semiconductor manufacturing capabilities. Taiwan's relationship with the US is complicated, but let's just say they're more than just Facebook friends. Taiwan is expected to officially join the US visa waiver program by March 2025. This means Taiwanese citizens will be able to travel to the US for tourism or business for up to 90 days without a visa. Taiwanese travelers are known for being polite, respectful, and generally just pleasant to be around. They're more likely to be found politely queuing for hours to try the latest bubble tea flavor or taking photos of everything. Taiwan has a thriving culture that has captivated audiences worldwide. From its delicious street food and vibrant night markets to its stunning natural beauty and rich history, Taiwan has something to offer everyone. Taiwan's booming tech industry is responsible for producing many of the chips that power our smartphones, laptops, and other gadgets. Taiwan, a country with a complex history, a bright future, and a knack for making really, really good food. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a sudden craving for some bubble tea. Next up on our world tour of visa-free travel, we have Israel, a nation that needs no introduction. Israel officially joined the U.S. Visa Waiver Program in October 2023, solidifying an already strong bond between the two nations. This partnership has been a cornerstone of U.S. foreign policy for decades. For Israelis, it means easier access to American universities, businesses, and tourist destinations. And for Americans, it means an opportunity to explore the historical and cultural wonders of Israel without the hassle of visa paperwork. This is about strengthening the bond between two nations, fostering cultural exchange, and promoting economic collaboration. It's about recognizing that despite our differences, we have a lot to learn from each other. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to the Middle East to talk about Qatar. Qatar officially joined the U.S. Visa Waiver Program in November 2024. A move that surprised some but delighted those who appreciate a good underdog story. Qatar has been quietly building its relationship with the US for decades, based on shared economic interests and strategic partnerships. Qatar's relationship with the US goes beyond just air conditioning and energy deals. They've been a key ally in the fight against terrorism, providing crucial support for US military operations in the region. For Qataris, it means easier access to American universities, businesses, and theme parks. And for Americans, it means an opportunity to explore a fascinating culture and experience the warmth of Qatari hospitality, maybe even catch a glimpse of a falconry demonstration or two. Let's take a trip to the land of the rising sun, shall we? Japan, known for its technological prowess, ancient traditions, and a cultural influence that extends far beyond its borders. Japan was one of the first countries to be granted visa-free access to the US way back in 1989. Japan has a long history of being a responsible global citizen. After World War II, Japan underwent a remarkable transformation, rebuilding its economy, embracing democracy, and becoming a staunch ally of the US. Japanese travelers are known for being incredibly polite, respectful, and enthusiastic about all things American. They're the kind of tourists who meticulously plan their trips and never leave a speck of trash behind. This visa-free access isn't just about tourism, it's about strengthening the bond between two economic powerhouses, fostering cultural exchange, and promoting mutual understanding. Next up, we're heading to Southeast Asia to visit Brunei, a tiny nation on the island of Borneo. Brunei has been quietly enjoying visa-free travel to the US since 1984. Brunei has a long history of stability and peace. They've been ruled by the same royal family for over 6 centuries, and they've managed to avoid the political turmoil and conflicts that have plagued many of their neighbors. Brunei is also known for its strict adherence to law and order. Brunei's inclusion in the Visa Waiver Program isn't just about security, it's also about fostering closer ties between the two nations. Brunei is a valuable trading partner for the US and a key player in regional security efforts. Last, but certainly not least, we arrive in Malaysia, a Southeast Asian nation known for its stunning beaches, delicious food, and a cultural tapestry that's as vibrant as it is diverse. Malaysia isn't currently part of the US Visa Waiver Program, but they've been in talks with the US for years about joining the exclusive club. Malaysia has a lot to offer the US and vice versa. Malaysia is a key trading partner for the US, particularly in electronics, machinery, and agricultural products. Malaysians are known for their warmth, hospitality, and love of a good time. There are security concerns, of course. Malaysia has struggled with terrorism in the past, and there are concerns about human trafficking and other transnational crimes. But Malaysia has been working hard to address these issues, and they've made significant progress in recent years. For Malaysians, it would mean easier access to American universities, businesses, and tourist destinations. And for Americans, it would mean an opportunity to explore a fascinating culture and experience the warmth of Malaysian hospitality. So there you have it, folks. 8 Asian countries, each with their own unique story, all vying for a chance to join the exclusive club of nations with visa-free access to the US. It's a complex issue with far-reaching implications, but one thing's for sure, the world is becoming increasingly interconnected, and the easier it is for people to travel, the better. Which of these countries surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.